After 10,000 years, I'm finally free. Actually, it's been like 1,095 days, but who's counting? I am stupid excited. It literally has been 3 years since I've even attended a locals. All y'all been like, oh, we can't play Yu-Gi-Oh since COVID. I ain't been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since Yu-Gi-Oh. To squash the rumor, yes, I am banned from every locals in Las Vegas. I mean, there is only one local. To think that I was actually gonna make a 10-minute video over this. I'm banned because I'm competition. I genuinely felt like Kanye West when Kobe told him to be the same animal in a different beast. The f does that even mean? Come on, Kobe! It's been years since I've vended Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and even though I did stop, I guess he still don't want me there? But it doesn't matter, I have moved way past that as we are going to a new local shop in Vegas. It's been open for about 3 years and they've been trying to do Yu-Gi-Oh for quite some time. Because of the YCS Fall Cup, I have my cards that I personally use mixed in with the cards that I don't need in trade, mixed in with cards that no one wants. So this is going to be a headache. I'm actually really embarrassed to even show you that my cards are everywhere. So much better. It just feels really good to be in, I don't know, a cleaner place. Now there's obviously things that I still want to clean up, like getting all of those cards sorted. I think I'm gonna start streaming that on Twitch. It's really fun. But ultimately, before we get to locals, I think this is pretty decent, right? So the biggest question right now is to figure out exactly what deck should we play. I really like that Zombie World deck profile I did for Halloween. It is amazing being able to make a Zombie World plus IP Masquerade, Doom King Baladrock, and a Vampire Sucker with the possibility of Rivalry of the Warlords. I don't think there's many meta decks that can beat that. There's also Dogmatica Invoked, the deck that I played against Prank Kids in the YCS Fall Cup. I personally think that right now, before Phantom Rage releases, Dogmatica Invoked is the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Then there's also that Buster Blader deck. I'm telling you, Buster Blader is the wave. It is another meta killer deck you guys need to be looking out for. I think all three of those strategies are really good, but I actually want to see how Salamangreat Great fares into this format. So for this particular video, I am going to be using the Elite 2 deck guards from BCW. They actually asked me to do a review on their sleeves, and I am so sorry. I kind of just like, yeah, I've had a lot of projects to get out of the way. So let's actually see how they'll hold up at a local level event. Our Salamangreat Great monsters are going to be standard for me, maybe not so much for you. As you can see, I'm playing an extra copy of Salamangreat Great Spinny, and I'm playing Salamangreat Great Mole. Also, keep in mind that every single one of our Salamangreat Great cards is a starter, and most of them are extenders. So like, yeah. I am expecting a lot of Nibiru, so I'm going to be complimenting Parallel Exceed with a card that people don't tend to play, but I think is really good. And then from there, we're going to play normal extenders. Monster Reborn is a card to highlight. I think it can really do some damage. Our power cards are going to be simple. Salamangreat Great Rage is an amazing card in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna stay pretty standard for hand traps, triple impermanence, triple Ash Blossom, triple Nibiru. Also moving back to that super secret spicy tech with Parallel Exceed, I am playing Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Now if you just so happen to open Parallel Exceed in your hand with the combo, I can prevent myself from being Nibiru because I'm expecting people to main board Nibiru. Of course, Salamangreat Banelynx is at 3, and Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. Those cards are like, I mean, you gotta run them. I think one of the biggest turn-ons to Salamangreat, seriously, it's a turn-on, is the access code engine. I really hate to say this, especially for players on a budget, but if you cannot afford access code Talker, then Salamangreat becomes objectively worse. You can call it what you want, access code Talker, Turbo, Salamangreat. I mean, it's essentially the same thing. The rest of the extra deck is going to be Bagooska. I think that this card is insane in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. This meta is very monster effect reliant. Traptrix Rafflesia and no Salamangreat Heat Leo. What? Now, you guys have been asking a lot, what are the sleeves that I use for my extra deck? I'm gonna tell you guys one time and one time only, because I am not going to address every single comment from here on out. These sleeves are KMC character cards. They are over sleeves that you have to buy. Just type in KMC character guard on like Amazon or eBay or stuff. You'll find them. Now that we are done with our main board, our extra deck, and of course our side deck, we are running extremely late. So bro, this shop is phenomenal. There's like a wide selection of whatever you want in here. Unfortunately, not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I see the potential in this shop. I mean, seriously, once I saw Yu Yu Hakusho, Death Note, and Samurai Champloo, I knew that this was gonna be the place for me. So anyways, I decided to enter the tournament today. It was really fun. Salamangreats were pretty interesting. My first matchup just so happened to be against Dogmatika Invoked. I'm really mad because that's actually what I should have taken to the tournament. My man's does open pretty well, but unfortunately for him, we playing Salad, so we getting in there. I think the huge misplay moment is that during his in phase, I should have used Salamangreat Rage to destroy both of his back row. I could have had access code Talker from game after that, but sometimes you just miss the mark. From there, he's pretty much able to control the tempo of the board, making a El Sharon Winda. How can you do this to me, George? You're really mean right now. I wind up forcing him to out his own Winda. He makes a pretty incredible board, but the Nibiru I drawn in turn 1 actually comes up clutch for me. Nibiru is like the last card you want to draw against Dogmatika Invoked, but he hit that sexy 5th summon. I Nibiru his board, and then we go from there. Now, game 2 makes me actually want to take him outside and fight him. It was not fun at all. Not only did he have the Cult by the Grave again, he has every single answer. I just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Game 3, I did draw one of my side cards. I drew Super Polymerization, and I guess I should learn. Probably shouldn't play it against Dogmatika Invoked. Not only does he completely avoid playing Alistair the Invoker, he does the Maximus thing again. This is like really bad for me. I've learned from that particular matchup that maybe I shouldn't mainboard Nibiru, or maybe I should just mainboard more hand traps. Also, I probably should at least main or sideboard the answers for Dogmatika Maximus. That card was going crazy for him. I really felt that that match was winnable. I felt really rusty saying that I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In like 3 years, but it was pretty good. Now match 2 was against my boy Ronika. Man, I did not know what he was playing. He goes for Trickstar Light Stage. Immediately, I think he's playing shit all. Then he summons Trickstar Coral Bane, and I'm like, okay. I am forced to use Salamangreat Rage on the Trickstar Light Stage. It was a use it or lose it situation. And then he follows up with Magician Souls into a Predaplant for Anaconda. At this point in time, I'm like, maybe I should play some outs to Dragoon, as he is able to make it and completely destroy my entire board. Fortunately for me, after forcing Dragoon to use his effect, I make access code Talker, blow his entire board up, and then we go for game. Game 2, my man does not open the most optimal cards. He does have the Alistair the Invoke. Unfortunately for him, I have the Infinite Impermanence. He so smartly Ash Blossoms and Joyous Spring my Parallel Exceed, but Access Code Talker is a thing, I have enough extenders to make Access Code Talker and go for game. Now, I don't want to be completely biased about Atomic Trading, so I'm going to go ahead and ask some people about the shop and how exactly do they feel. I think the only knock so far is that they don't have Yu-Gi-Oh product, but that's something that can change. The space is huge. It has tons of room for improvement for Yu-Gi-Oh players, I guess. Maybe I should catch up with some guys. You know, I haven't really seen them in 3 years. So what do you think about Atomic Trading?
It's pretty cool. I like the space, and I feel kind of bad I ain't talked to nobody who works in there yet, but they seem pretty cool.
It's a nice place. It's a very nice environment. You know, I like the store actually.
And I feel really confident in the shop. I got a lot of hope to bring the community together here with a couple hope of other beneficials that are into the community, just like Leon.
I gotta say, actually, it's pretty chill. It's pretty cool.
It's a great store. It's nice and open, so you know, helps with COVID.
A lot of players came out today to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's great to see the community coming back pretty strong, actually.
And hopefully I can help the community come together and play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Together.
Like other places, like, I ain't gonna say that's rude, but they be tripping on us because like we play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they even got Yu-Gi-Oh! So with how welcoming they are, like usually we run tournaments, we gotta whisper like, hey, next round. Put in like.
I just don't like the location. That's the only thing. Other than that, it was actually pretty nice.
It's a little far, but I guess I'm kind of spoiled from being 5 minutes from our last locals, so.
Don't got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product here, but hopefully I can change in the future, and with the help of the community, maybe we'll get some more players.
And if you guys did not know, check out my boy Dem TCG. He makes Yu-Gi-Oh! And still Pokemon content?
Yeah, Pokemon. So my boy Eric, he does the Pokemon content, and I'm Ronnie. I do Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, so make sure to check out their channel, guys. How do you feel about opening double Cult by the Grave, both game 1 and 2? This is my round 1 loss, by the way. This is why nobody likes you, man.
Sometimes, you know, you summon the Alistair, they ask for impermit, and you show them the invocation because you're just better than them. You're just better. You don't know if you're not a good invoke. That's just a fact.
Boy, when I say that my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals was amazing, it was amazing. Everything as advertised, 10 out of 10 would do again. So the first thing I want to get clear is that you've only heard about 2 rounds of my local experience. Unfortunately, I have football games on Sunday, so I do have to leave early, or I had to leave early this time around. Let's hope that's not the case for other local videos, maybe. I think that this was a really exciting adventure, so of course, if you want to see more locals videos, possibly even my road to becoming the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Player ever. I actually like the sound of that. Becoming the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Player ever. A journey that we both can share. One thing I want to do is give a mad shout out to everybody that's held it down in the Vegas community. It's really exciting to be back, and I can't wait to meet the new faces as well as get reacquainted with the faces of old. And I almost forgot those BCW sleeves. That's a review we have to talk about, don't we? I think that personally the BCW sleeves aren't bad, but there is something that is really off-putting about them. The BCW sleeves so far have like this weird outward bowing curve to every sleeve, and it makes your cards kind of pop up. I am not a fan of that, especially since I'm the guy that likes the cards that curve in and not outward. I want my cards to be pregnant. I want them to have a fat ass. Come on now. The colors of the sleeves also are not something that I'm used to. When I opened the red box, I expected red sleeves. They feel more burgundy than red. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like burgundy, but I mean, they're not red. But the quality on the sleeves was pretty good. They held up extremely well, and I can't wait to continue to try out these sleeves. I'll even keep them updated if we continue these line of videos. Well, that's pretty much it for my first day at Locals in 3 years. If you guys want to see more videos like this, to make sure to destroy that subscribe button, destroy that like button, everything needs to just go. Then have like a Godzilla in the background going. Yeah, he makes a like it's like a it's more of a manlier roar. Oh, it's like a no, it's not a roar. It's not that. It's like it's kind of high pitched. You know what I'm talking about. Also, if you want to check out more Cali Effect content, make sure to check out these videos, as I'll catch you on the next one.